Okay, this is another book I love. This is my favorite inventor of all time. It's the the truth about Tesla, Nikola Tesla, the myth of the only genius, myth of the lone genius, and the history of innovation. Yeah, it has amazing drawings. Like he invented the alternating current for light bulbs, so we never would have had, we would never have a light. It would all be dark outside right now. And this is his amazing drawings of his invention, what it looked like. So detailed. Right, I think that's it. This is I guess these are the coils right here. The electrical. Wow. No way. I was right. I think he wanted to turn the Eiffel Tower in France into electricity. Dr. Hood looks forward to the era when one Titanic electrical wireless station shall supply power for the world. Tells of other developments that we have good reason to expect. But it looks like the Eiffel Tower, but it's not the Eiffel Tower. Well, that's great. I think it's like this tower looks pretty good. Like maybe it's a good idea to like beam electricity into the. This looks like the Eiffel Tower, like it's like beaming electricity. I think it's free electricity into the. I think that's actually a good thing, not a bad thing. But I don't know what that would do, but I think that's a great idea. What on the future in electricity? You want free electricity, so for everybody, like it'll be wireless. Probably better than electricity we have now. Yeah, that was just in the 1800s, or it was 18th century technology. Go. I think that's a great idea. Maybe I don't know if you could maybe put something on the Eiffel Tower. That I don't know if they would allow that, but I don't think that wasn't the Eiffel Tower. That was a tower that's supposed to look like it, but maybe the Eiffel Tower inspired him to make something that would beam electricity into the atmosphere. This is the Wardenclyffe Tower. I know they built that. They were trying to build that, but someone these yeah, these evil people like J.P. Morgan didn't want to be built, even to make lies about. They didn't want that electricity, probably, because it was because no, the bankers don't want free electricity. They want all of us to live in poverty, and it's all was part of greed. They didn't want his invention to be used. I mean, there's so many technologies hidden from the public right now we could use to help the planet. We can help the planet, but the bankers don't want us to use it. Yeah. He actually loved, his favorite bird was actually, his favorite pigeon was the white dove. Huh. You probably thought those. I have a lot of pigeons that fly around my house. Like they're always on the power lines, but I see like the different type of pigeons by my house, like the gray pigeons. But I would love to see a white pigeon there. They're beautiful. So he never married in his life, and that's his funeral, his casket. Yeah, I think a lot of people. So anyway, yeah. I actually had another book that claims that he actually saw a UFO in person. I actually had my own UFO experience here in South Dakota. Like they were like orange balls of light, and that. But he was scared when he saw a UFO. Like he actually wrote the to Washington D.C. about it. He probably thought we were like being invaded by aliens. Some people thought Nikola Tesla was an alien because he was so smart. Right? And this is him working in his laboratory. Look at how he's just sitting like that. I would like to sit like that and study and read like that. You have your out and you have his legs crossed like that. I always have my legs crossed like that sometimes. Actually, also on YouTube is where Nikola Tesla was actually born. He was born in Croatia. I believe that's. I saw his house on. If you type on YouTube like Nikola Tesla's house, Croatia, it should show it. And like, he lived by a church, and he was born in July. I believe July. He's born during like a thunderstorm, during a lightning storm, and so they. And it's pretty interesting how like he had an interest in electricity and. Yeah. He lived by a church, and like I live by a church right here by my house. I thought it was pretty cool. Like, you can actually visit the last days he stayed in his New York hotel, and it's the room he stayed in by himself in New York City that you can actually visit and stay in that hotel. And like some parts are renovated, but I believe you can actually sleep in the room that Nikola Tesla stayed in the last years of his life. Yeah. I would love to stay there in New York and do that. Yeah, there's so many inventions he made that Nikola Tesla made. He made maybe like I know he was probably trying to make more things for us. Yeah, maybe like a wireless like remote control. Because without that, we probably want to be able to use like wireless, like remote control, like controlling like a toy car with a remote control. I think he invented something like that too, like controlling something wirelessly and. Um, yeah. Yeah, it's just sad how like a lot of inventors are like treated that way today. Like with the bankers, like if they invented something, the bankers don't want to use it. Just like there's an inventor named Stan Meyer. He invented the world's first water power car, and a water power car. This was just in the 90s. If you type Stan Meyer water power car, like it's really amazing, like how it worked, and like it could still run pretty good. But I like Elon Musk with his electric cars, trying to make mass-produced electric cars on the road so we don't have fossil fuel cars anymore. Wish I had an electric car. I know. So I think Stan Meyer, that he created that water power car, like he was murdered, and so if you should look into Stan Meyer. He was great. And look into if you like Nikola Tesla, you should get this book. And I got it on Amazon, and you should get it. Christopher Cooper, The Truth About Tesla. Thank you.